So again, it's another beautiful day in central Israel. You could never tell by looking at this scene that there is a war going on overhead. We've seen over 130 rockets fired from Hamas into Israel just in the last night, and that makes it approximately 2,500 rockets that have been fired from Hamas into civilian areas across Israel in the last few days. Today is actually a Jewish festival called Shavout, and normally on this festival people will be out and about, people will be having festive meals with friends, with family, people will be busy out shopping, out cooking, learning. It's a celebration of the Jews receiving the Torah, the holy scripture of Judaism, and there'd be a lot of activity over the next 24 hours here. I'm going to go out and about and see what's happening in contrast to normal years. I'm here in the bunker of my friend Ediths, who grew up in Jerusalem and now lives in central Israel. Ediths, can you just show us around this bunker?
So there's a window there, if you can see that up there. We have our gas masks.
How have things been for you over the last few days with the rocket attacks?
Not simple. I have 2 teenagers and I have an 8-year-old. The teenagers have been through the previous rounds. You could say they know what to do. The little one, however, was really scared. She was literally shaking, hanging on to me, holding me, not letting me go for a good hour after the first one, and then in the night again, and then the night after that again. I work as a nurse and I had to go to do a night shift on Thursday night. She would not let me go. She was literally holding my dress, not letting me go. I had to make her this fake promise that it's going to be a quiet night, which luckily it was.
What's it like working in the hospital? It's well known in Israeli hospitals here that Jews, Muslims, Christians, everyone works together. Of course, everybody is treated together. Has the atmosphere changed at all because of the tensions between Hamas and the Palestinians and Israeli Arabs and Jews as well?
People are people. Humans are humans, and when they come in, we treat them together, just as we do in any other time. I wouldn't say it's a simple thing all the time, but this is what we do. This is the profession, and that's how we work.
Jewish festival of Shavuot, how would you normally celebrate, particularly in Jerusalem, and how are things going to be different this year?
Right, so in Jerusalem, normally people study all night. There's a very special atmosphere, and then at about 4 or 5 in the morning, you can hear people walking down towards the old city and the wall. It's a very, very special thing to see, and then everyone prays, and you see the sun come up behind the wall. It's a beautiful sight, and it's a beautiful thing to experience. I don't know how it's going to be this year. People are generally staying closer to home, closer to a shelter, to have the option should anything happen. Otherwise, in the rest of Israel, it's a special holiday because we don't only celebrate, the Torah. It's very much an agricultural, environmental kind of holiday. The children bring fruit baskets to kindergartens, and they celebrate the fruits coming in and the harvest, and it's a really beautiful thing normally. And this year we've had none of it because the children are all at home for the last few days. Everyone is staying close, and there's no schools and kindergarten. People living around the center of Israel, Jerusalem, further north, are traumatized from this. This is in many cases a first for many of them. I have no idea how people in the south, in Ashkelon, in Beersheba, in Ashdod, closer to the border with Gaza, I have no idea how they live. It's not something that anyone should live through.
Thank you, Edith, and wishing you a peaceful Shavuot and an easy night.
Amen.
It's interesting to note that last Shavuot at this Jewish festival, people were stuck in their homes because of the coronavirus. This year, people are stuck again in their homes because of rocket attacks coming from Gaza into central Israel and into the south particularly. People are very much hoping that in the coming days things might possibly settle down. We don't yet know what will happen, but certainly by next Shavuot, people will be very much hoping to return to regular festivities. This is Jodie Cohen reporting for WION from Central Israel.